Let's set this up better. Woo. Yeah, much better. What's up? Who's here? Tell me who's here so I can see you. Come on, you three. What's up, Jordan? Jordan, does it make you feel better to know that Claudio goes through the same exact shit we go through with hand sanding? It made me feel better. He was like, you know, there's just no other way around hand sanding. So this is your guys' knife, the San Mai that we're doing. And there's really just not a better way when it comes to San Mai, unfortunately, to get it done than just to hand sand it. So anybody that's ever had to hand sand hardened steel will tell you it is painstaking and takes forever. It does make it so that when you use the knife, it shows the scratches a little more, in my opinion, because when you do a hand sand, you've got horizontal marks going across the knife, and then you chop into something, and the chop marks are vertical. So on most of my knives, I've just taken to doing a vertical satin finish so that you guys feel more comfortable using your knives. But I think this is a much more special knife. Yes, I'm seeing a lot of similar techniques. They just have a whole other level of execution. Yeah, that's what I'm finding out too. But I think like a part of the execution is just doing it. It's just saying, okay, I'm gonna do it. This is gonna be a little boring. I'm not gonna talk the whole time. But yeah, I don't always do a hand finish because you start to use your knife and then sometimes you get upset because the hand finish is gone. It's easy for the user to bring back up to finish because they can just hand sand it at home, but it's like it's this trade-off. Like, do I want to have to clean it up? Am I going to do that, or do I just want to have a user knife? I think this is going to be more than just a user knife. I hope that you guys feel comfortable using it, but I think this is going to be a real special knife when we're done. Yay for Scotch-Brite? Yeah, yay for Scotch-Brite, but even on Scotch-Brite, Keith, I'll take it past the Scotch-Brite belts on the finish when I can. How can you start to learn this stuff, James? The internet? Jump on. Nick Wheeler's got so many videos. I will say this, you don't just learn knife making overnight. People think you just get on, all of a sudden you make, like, I'm gonna make this great knife. It takes time. It's like anything that you do in life, it takes time and practice. Yeah, I like the satin finish too, Rick, just for users. But like I said, I think with this raffle blade, I think it's going to be another level of nice, especially because it's going to have my logo and Cast logo, so it's going to be me and Claudio. Hold on, Zeke is asking me a question. They make stuff so much easier. Yeah, the Scotch-Brite does make it easier. I've noticed they don't have any Scotch-Brite belts down here. They do have some interesting compounds that I haven't seen before. And I like that the size of wheels that they use are like that thick and hard. It's like a rubbery wheel. Like that's that wide. And that makes it much, much better. YouTube University, that's right. That's what most people are doing. So Claudio, he got this to about a 320, and then they've got a 150 that I'm hand sanding with. Claudio's hands hand sand the best. It's like ballet. Anyways, me, I just sand. When I first started knife making, this was the only way I had to finish a knife because I just had a 1x30 Delta Harbor Freight grinder. So this was the only thing I had to finish. Those Harbor Freights leave horrible marks. You can't get anything even. So I would just, get them as high up as I could and then keep going. Just shitting you about Marine Corps birthday raffle. Well, don't worry, Malcolm. I was never going to do that anyways because this is for the Brotherhood. This raffle is a Brotherhood raffle, so it's for everybody in that Brotherhood. But I appreciate. I'm very happy, Eric. There's a lot of people I've met in the knife world who were negative people, who were not very kind people. I've met people who will pretend to be your friend and then they bounce on you or talk behind your back. And one thing I've noticed is that on the high end of the people in the knife world, the really good makers are just not that way. They're a different level. They say, hey, we're going to be your friend, and they see a problem with your work, they tell you. They communicate to you. They're not jealous of your work. They're supportive of your work. And it's just a different level of person. It's just definitely someone how I want to be. Sorry, I keep getting messages from people as I'm working. It's awesome that I'm getting an internet signal here in Argentina. I'm very happy about that. Hey, Joe. Character is key to success. Would really like to find a good grinder. Who to start with? So if you want a good grinder just to start with, a Grizzly is decent. A Fear is better. Fear grinder is better. Sorry, guys. I mean, I'm just blowing up with these messages right now. Yeah, so the Grizzly's less expensive. You can get a Grizzly for like $400 or $500, and you can like have two. At least you get 2x72 belts. It's not a variable speed motor, but fucking Claudio Sobral doesn't even use a variable speed motor. Better signal than my shop. I know. What the fuck? I'm in Argentina. America. Can someone tell Dylan Park to stop sending me messages? I'll answer his question in a little bit, but right now I'm live feeding with you. You're welcome, Edward. I think a Fear grinder is a great starter. I think that the Grizzly is a good one, a good place to be. But I personally would like, an Outlaw or a Travis Wirtz. Those are grinders that really are worth their weight in gold. Because of the maker, not because I just like the knife. Dave, I think that's true for most people, is that they create a relationship with those guys. And a lot of those makers, even the ones that have talked smack about me or been rude, are really actually good people. They're just, trying to make money, and they get depressed, they get upset, and they, fall into that trap of jealousy, and it just, it's self-perpetuating. You guys want to see the grind marks right now after 150? Yeah, the TW90 is sweet. Okay. What's up, Claudio and Peter? What's up? It's okay. It's okay, Dylan. So this is after the 150. Just making sure it's all straight, nice and clean. This is the hardest place to clean up, is in these bevels. This will have a swedge, but it doesn't get a swedge until all of this work is done. That's Claudio's technique. I usually put my swedge on before that, but that's the technique that he uses. Kevin, the answer is no. Hold on, I keep getting messages. Yeah, let's see if there's any other. Then what grit would you use next? Every grit. So 150, 240, 320, 400, 500, 600, 800, 1500. So this is a process. And I'm nowhere near done. That's the 280. Good? Yeah. Do you need me? Is this okay? Perfect. 150. Perfect. Now 280. Hear that? Perfecto. Yeah. Claudio says perfecto. I'll tell you, I tried to grind with Claudio's technique. It was hard. It did not just come naturally to me to have the blade edge faced upside down on that platen going back and forth like that. It was a little bit hard. What's up, Nathan? What's up, Anthony? What's up, Edward? Uh-oh. Getting grabbed. No, I didn't get grabbed. He just wanted to make sure that I'm doing it right. It's this little space in the ricasso. Gotta take your time. Now, Nick Wheeler, if you guys want to see videos of people sanding, Nick Wheeler is the master of perfect hand sanding. He is like a stickler. So if you haven't checked out Nick Wheeler before, he knows his stuff when it comes to hand sanding. For you guys getting into knife making and want to learn about it, Nick is a person to watch for sure that you can learn a lot from. He's meticulous, that's right. Yeah, the plunge line. Ricasso, plunge line. He calls it a ricasso. I called it the plunges. I'm going to call it what he calls it because he's got, this is rubber on this side and micarta on this side. Protect your hands. And I'm just keeping a little bucket of water. Does the sand double grit or? It's wet sanding, so yeah, I think it does compound the grit when you wet sand. Yeah. Let me turn this off. Alright guys, I'm getting called away. I gotta go.